Sweet relief.
The ram rescuer has chanced upon the forest. Salutations! I'm as snug as a sheep in a pie, even though there's something strange about this forest. I can't quite put my hoof on it. Still, I'm safe, and I'm free to admire delightful Dory. Just look at those hindquarters. Doesn't that rambunctious rump of hers just make your mouth water?
It's you! Welcome, dear Liberator. Welcome to Phantom Forest. These grounds may not be the golden pastures of legend, but to us, these woods are just as magical. In truth, I am much surprised to see you here. For though animals are quite safe here, humans need beware of what lurks here. Rightly do they believe it is haunted, as do orcs, goblins, and any other biped for that matter. And yet some of their number seem strangely drawn to this forest. Very strange, and for them, very unfortunate.
Moo!
Oh, but of course! Maurice, you're a dear to remind me. We wanted to give you a proper thank you, oh hero, now that we have learned of a secret here in Phantom Forest. The secret, of course, is yours if you wish it. Well, I was walking just over there to the right, and I felt something a little funny beneath my hooves. A hollow kind of thud, and a bit of jangle beneath that. Oh, it is exciting, isn't it? There could be anything down there. This forest may be a tad gloomy, a tad chilly, but no human stalks us here. No human is out for our blood. These woods may not have a paradisical look, but they most certainly serve as a paradise to us liberated cattle.
Oh, terrible. Terrible, terrible. Dearest master,
Well, what's this I've spotted?
Oh, terrible. Terrible, terrible. Dearest master, I have failed. What will become of us? What will become of the trees, the creatures? She's done it now.
Look out! I see a trap nearby. Careful now, that's a trap.
Where is our spirit? Where has she fled? Go no further. Her realm is death. I am her. The temple is not all it seems. Lower the bridge. Find her bones. Our spirit. Where has she fled?
La 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 la. Back
die tragic deaths. I'd be happy to act out such a scene with you. Careful now. Let's tread.
Oh, terrible. Terrible, terrible.
In this death.
Dead demons, prepare to suffer. Of the assassin!
I've got my eyes on the prize.
murky waters stink of demon corruption. Now to hunt and flay its source.
You. Who are you? How you shine. How you glow with the essence of the divine. Perhaps you can help us. This forest is more haunted than ever before. Within this very swamp, a demon feeds upon the innocent. He's taken up residence in the hut by the sea. A short walk through the swamp will take you there. Not so long ago, this was the domain of the forest spirit. She, a beneficent soul, cared for the unfortunate creatures of this forest. So many tainted by vile source. But this demon survives on pain and fear. Anguish is his manner. Harm not the creatures of this swamp unless you wish to strengthen him. She is the soul of all that remains of goodness in this wretched place. She worked tirelessly to ease the pain and heal the wounds of the creatures tormented by source in these woods. But the demon has taken her. Her creatures cry out, but where once they found the gentle hand of nature, now they find only the demon's gaping jaws.
I have to admit, it was easier being a sneak when I didn't feel the urge to blurt out random words whenever the fancy strikes me. Like, cattywampus.
In that case, I won't be bringing you hunting anytime soon.
The seven grant abundance!
This is it, Hunter. I can smell it. I can feel it. The disease that is the demon. Balberith awaits us down below. So ready yourself. Encase your soul in armor thicker than tenebrium. You'll need all your wits about you if you're to face this horror from the hells.
What is it then? Death is so obvious. Pain even more so.
Can it be? The Guardians? My word, how changed you are. And yet, still how gloriously the divine light shines upon you. I am one of the ancients of our realm, a spirit of the forest and keeper of arcane knowledge. Since the great change of source, it has been my mission to care for the creatures tainted by the darkness of source, to heal them as best I could, and to ease their suffering when healing was impossible. When the Lich Queen Cassandra overtook these woods, I regarded her with pity. Long have I searched for a way to reverse her terrible condition, hoping not only to heal her, but to release her grip upon this forest. But now that Balberith has made his home among my charges, savagely feeding upon their fears, my only goal is to survive. When I am gone, the creatures of this forest will have no protections against the evils that threaten them. The fiend seeks to defile all that is good, all that is joyful and natural. I was an obvious target. But worse than this imprisonment is what the beast has taken from me. An ancient rune more valuable than any relic in all of Rivellon. Only myself and the Keeper of the Source were possessed of these ancient runes, and we swore to protect them. The rune grants access to the Source Temple at the heart of this forest, and within that temple lie the most ancient secrets of the Divine. Balberith used the rune to grant an intruder access to the temple, and now I fear all is lost. Getting through the temple is nigh impossible. The trial of ascension allows only the most devout sorcerers into its deepest chamber, where the portal to the first garden lies. But I can share with you a secret. A way to circumvent the trial. When you enter the temple, stay close to your right. Eventually you'll run into a weak wall. A well-placed strike will cause it to crumble, and you'll find yourself within the High Templar's office. There, you'll find a teleportation mirror which will deliver you to the portal to the first garden. I'm certain the intruders at the Source Temple intend to find that portal. You must stop them before they do. The first garden is the realm of the divines, and who knows what terrible havoc they intend to wreak within that holy realm. Why, Guardians, that garden is yours. It is where you kept your vigil over the God Box until the void escaped and you disappeared from time. Astarte dwells there still, along with the dreaded Void Dragon. They will battle into eternity unless someone tips the scales. So I do, Guardian, and I'll happily make a trade with you.
And so we've got our hands on Stasis Firm. Now to decide what to do with it. I'm inclined to disagree. Who would you rather side with, after all? A caged cat or an immortal lich?
Cannot possibly be Jehan? And so close to your expiration date. Ah, I thought for certain I'd have to chase you down in that great palace of yours and pull you out by your ponytail. How very precious of you to save me the trouble.
I have wandered worlds for nearly 1,000 years in search of you, demon. And finally I have found you. 10 centuries have I spent honoring and hating the remembrance of Hiraka. Have I turned my hatred into the fuel that lit the fires of purpose. To track you down, undo my bond by wrenching the life from your mangled frame, and thereby freeing my hell-promised soul.
You're gonna have to dumb it down for me, Your Highness. I deal in souls, not poetry.
Silence. I have made you the object of an age-long obsession, villain. I know more about your kind than all the scholars of the universe combined. I know why you remain so elusive once a deal has been made. For to kill you is to break the pact and leave me with your gift of life forever.
Yes, demon. True immortality shall be mine. Forget the cheap ploys of necromancy. Forget the dogmas of demonology. I have discovered how to best you at your own game. I need but do the impossible to kill my ensnarer, and your spell will remain upon me forever like a spook that haunts my soul with welcome abandon. So yes, I know your tricks. I am immortal, beyond the decay of time. This 1,000-year limit is but artifice and of your making. Now I shall end you. End you before you can erase your machinations. One immortal shall taste of death, and another shall never know its torpid flavor.
You're even smarter than I gave you credit for, O Fallen King. But before we do battle, let me have a word with your allies first. Isn't she exquisite? I've spent some time groping around in that great rocky head of hers, but her deepest fear still eludes me. No matter for now. These darling forest creatures are dear as fawns with their sweet little worries. Once I've sucked each one of them dry, I'll put all 10 fingers into Mrs. Spirit of the Forest here. Come on, Sugar, just a little hint. Mayhem? Shame? Clowns? Maybe she's just fussing since I got my hands on that little old runestone of hers. Is that it? Oh, that? Quite the hot object these days, isn't it? The woman in red just offered me quite the reward if I'd use it to open the Source Temple for her. You wouldn't happen to be after a similar sort of deal, would you? By the looks of you, I'm quite certain an arrangement could be reached. I've always been one for a deal, after all, and it just so happens there's something I'm quite sure you could do for me. Jehan, you seem to have grown quite chummy with the, what is it again? Source Hunter? How very fascinating. But what's that? Unless my senses deceive me, there's the faintest fear in you, Jehan. Fear that some harm should come to your little friends. Perhaps you can help keep us all quite safe by facilitating a little deal.
Careful, hunters. This worm has never offered a straight deal in all his 1,000 putrid lives. You do well to close your ears to whatever filth will soon pour from his mouth.
Now, Jehan, let old grudges lie. I'm here to deal with the hunter, after all. But it does take a certain type to undertake a deal with yours truly. Fortunately for us, I see egotism is one of your premier qualities. Excellent. A deal may perhaps be possible. Just the sort of party whose help I'd be so happy to have. For you see, I've a certain pebble in my shoe that I simply can't shake out all by my lonesome. Ralzan Axaroth, one of my most ancient enemies, has been summoned alongside the very forest I've claimed. The woman in red intends him to guard the entrance to the Source Temple. But if I know the bloodthirsty beast, he's already set his eyes upon the creatures of this forest.
Hunters, you must listen to me carefully. For now more than ever before, my words may determine the course of all our fates. This demon's deal may seem simple, but beneath the lure bobs a deadly hook, no doubt eager to catch you by the mouth. Deal not with Balbarith, Hunter. Do not repeat my mistake.
I'll not risk our lives by dealing in demonry.
We'll find our way into the Source Temple without affiliating with his kind. No deal.
More's the pity, but I'd hardly compel a soul to enter a deal unwillingly. As for those who've already signed a pact, though, well, a deal's a deal, isn't it? Perhaps I ought to ask you, Jehan. A deal's a deal, isn't it? And your 1,000 years are quite over, my friend. Your soul is mine.
Ha! We'd never hand over our trusted companion to the likes of him.
On guard, demon. You've made your last deal.
Hunter, I see I chose well when I recognized the potential within you. Great have you become, more powerful and more noble than even I could have guessed. Now we throw our might towards a single cause, and together we shall destroy one more hand of evil within our world. The moment has come. Come, demon, let us begin. And you too, Hunter. Stand by me as I face my ultimate ordeal.
You can't hide in the shadows, worm!
That ought to hurt!
Elixir of the gods!
Lucky find!
I've got my eyes on the prize.
Bless the seven. I am restored.
As good as the new pin. A stitch in time, eh, my friends?
As good as a new penny. Back on my feet again.
Bless the seven! I am restored!
Oh, the men!
It is done. The manacles of a tormented millennium have fallen from my soul. And finally it is mine again. My life. My liberty. And not for a handful of years borrowed from fickle gods. No. It is mine perpetually. I know I might well have failed if it hadn't been for you. I thank you. And with what powers I have, I bless you. Together we will venture forth to undo the void, so that my life's newfound longevity will not be meaningless. So that one day, in perhaps another 1,000 years, I will look upon the face of Hiraka once more and make my heart a stone. The tombstone neath which the witch will be buried. After that, I shall finally know peace. After that, I may sit and rest and settle. Perhaps even love anew. Ha! What fancies, what dreams, what castles in skies too stormy as yet to seat them. With a wave of the hand, let me discard them.
We have so much to do and many to fight. And so, my friend, let us not tarry. Onward, for victory begs us to seize her.
You've slain the demon. Balbareth's reign of anguish is over. The Guardians have returned, and oh, how their glory shines. As Balbareth's presence tainted my mind, I began to lose hope. But now it's clear. The Guardians have returned, and you will deliver us. This forest owes its life to you, dear Guardian. Every creature you meet has you to thank for its survival. I'll remain here for now. It will take some time to regain my former strength, but already I feel the soul of the forest reviving me, and I pass this blessing on to the forest's creatures. Thank you, our Guardian. Your triumphs are triumphs for us all.
In this death.
Eyes on the prize. To the fray once more.
I needed that. Into the fray once more.
Bless the seven I have restored.
Into the fray once more.
Sweet relief.
I feel better already.
Bless the seven. I am restored.
I needed that.
As good as a new penny. As good as a new penny. Bless the seven! I am restored!
Slowly to sustain me.
I needed that. I needed that.
Sweet relief.
Into the fray once more.
On the men! If I might be rather bold, you seem the type who fancies gold. If your mind's sharp as a tack, you'll find what waits behind my back. To you I grant this lovely shrine. To you I grant what once was mine. Slick as oil, bright as days. Use your smarts to solve my maze.
I needed that.
Sweet relief.
Back on my feet again.
Back on my feet again. I needed that.
The unending darkness.
Your death is at hand! Vitality is infectious.
Back on my feet again. A stitch at time, hey, my friends?
I needed that. Sweet relief.
Into the fray once more. I feel better already! As good as a new penny. enemies have laid a trap.
Into the fray once more. On the mend. Sweet relief.
On front. All danger.
Into the fray once more.
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
You, who? Ah, dear Savior. I felt her essence the moment you released her from that monster's grip. The creatures of this forest, thank you.
Blessed One, you've returned. Tell me, how can I assist you? You've freed Shiara of the demon's grip? Thank the gods above, and thank you most of all, O Blessed One. In time, this forest will heal. In time, its creatures will mend.
Careful, I've spotted a trap.
Stitching time, eh, my friends?
Back on my feet again. Into the fray once more.
I feel better already.
Into the fray once more.
As good as a new penny.
I feel better already.
Bless the seven, I am restored.
Sweet relief.
Stitch in time, eh, my friends?
Chicken, 3 levers, and a chessboard of food scraps.
A mad wizard's idea of a lovely milieu. Their preferred food.
Seems sensible enough for a magical floor maze.
The door's opened. That's it. The door's opened.
door's opened.
How she leers at me. I can read the depths of madness in her eyes. Gods above, there must be some kind of way out of here. Source Hunter. Words fail me, like they should a mere animal. Consciousness I will never be able to leave behind, but the taint of humanity all the more. Thank you. For every star in the sky, may the divines bless you. Nothing can deny my true self now. I am Cat. Meow. What I was before, Cassandra. Not even your vile magics can change that now.
Your petty victory will end in defeat, my dear. I have eternity itself to craft new spells.
As have I. No lich will hold sway over my body or soul.
got my eyes on the prize.
Ooh!
Cassandra. She is no more. The woman who gave me a new soul. The woman I loved. The sweet girl once ruined by her demonic brother. I know, though it pains me still. All I can do is remind myself that the true Cassandra died the day Brachus took her down into his dungeons. Still, to remind oneself is easy. To accept is not. But let not my torn heart belittle your triumph, Hunter. The Lich is no more, and these woods will wake from a nightmare spun over centuries. I thank you for freeing me and freeing Phantom Forest. Now please, let me return to the shelter plane and gather my thoughts. It has been a long, tough day.
This has been for Arhu.
Finally, it has come to an end, if a bittersweet one.
The Seven grant abundance!
Source Hunter, welcome, welcome. By all means. And what might those be?
What's the word, Source Hunter? You found the spell. Source Hunter, you may well be Rivellon's greatest hero. Now we must find my sister and rejoin our souls. I'm certain this entire matter can be healed. Continue your search. You are so close to the end of your journey. You cannot falter now.
Good to see you on the shelter plane. A home away from home, is it not?
Careful, I've spotted a trap. Look out, I see a trap nearby.
This is the end! For you!
Careful now, that's a trap. Look out, I see a trap nearby. Careful now, that's a trap.
Line a trap.
Into the fray once more.
I sense enemies nearby.
Your bones fall to dust within my grasp. The time of your death is at hand.
Let me share this remedy.
I feel better already! Into the fray once more.
Into the fray once more.
Something toxic courses through my veins! Look out! I see a trap nearby. Hold. Our enemies have laid a trap. Careful now. That's a trap.
As good as a new penny.
Careful now, that's a trap.
Hold. Our enemies have laid a trap.
As good as a new penny. A stitch in time, eh, my friends?
I feel better already!
Careful, I've spotted a trap.
Into the fray one? I mustn't have used it correctly.
I needed that.
Ornament?
mustn't have used it correctly. I mustn't have used it correctly. I mustn't have used it correctly.